Hello, my friends, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, I wanted to talk about what happens when a studio closes and a game is canceled. So many games out there we don't ever get to see anything from. Now, I kind of feel like this one may not interest most people, but I do think the art looks pretty cool to me, so I'm going to share it anyway. Pheonix Labs devs reveal now scrapped Project Dragon game. Concept art for Pheonix Labs' canceled game reveals a fantasy crafting RPG in the vein of Minecraft and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's probably just as well that market's getting oversaturated, though, you come up with a cool enough idea, people will buy anything. Developers laid off from Dauntless creator Pheonix Labs unveiled a game that almost was at the studio. Codenamed Project Dragon, it was officially canceled over the weekend, prompting several artists and the game's composers to reveal their work. This past May, Pheonix laid off around 100 employees and canceled several projects in development. When studios kill projects, they don't always let staff, current or former, speak publicly nor show off at length what they've been working on. According to the principal concept artist Kole, there were multiple internal attempts to save Dragon that went nowhere. In revealing his work, he called it the largest ever art bomb of work I loved. In Cole's words, Dragon would have been a multiplayer sandbox RPG inspired by Minecraft and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The project has been in development since 2021 and the studio's third project after 2023's Fae Farm. Never heard of it. A look at what Project Dragon could have been. For Kole, he showed concepts for several in-game creations. One was influenced by pine cones, hence its name Pinosaurus, and another by clay ocarina's. Further art was revealed by co-developer Airborn Studios. Looking back on its contributions, Airborn called Dragon's situation bittersweet and lamented that players won't be able to experience our designs the way it was intended to be. Along with the art, composer Cris Velasco released one of the would-be game's tracks, calling it one of his favorite scores he ever made, now never to be heard in its entirety, he added. Interestingly, Kole, who previously worked at Crash developer Toys for Bob, briefly mentioned a fifth game in that series that was also canceled. He gave no details but noted the eventual embargo break for that game would break people's hearts. At time of writing, Kole and other artists have said they'll reveal more from Dragon over time, so if the project sounds interesting, it would be worth checking back on those accounts from time to time over the next several days. Here you have this first tweet from Kole. Well, our canceled project of the last 3 years is officially, truly dead as of today. Internal attempts to save it failed, and the embargo on the whole body of portfolio work has been lifted. R.I.P. Project Dragon. Brace yourself for the largest art bomb of work I loved. All right, let's start things off. Project Dragon was a cozy sandbox survival crafting multiplayer RPG, a buildable world made of blocks inspired by Minecraft, filled with fantasy characters and quests inspired by Breath of the Wild. I loved working on it dearly. And here is what I imagine was supposed to be the cover or inspiration art, which looks cute. I will include links in the description for these various threads in case anybody's interested in looking at them themselves beyond my tiny little screen over there. One of the first creatures I pitched at the start of Dragon was the Pinosaurus, and it stuck. Erica and I went on a walk in the woods talking about the project, our early memories of playing pretend in the forest, favorite RPGs, and by the time we got back, the Pino was hatched. And that is pretty cute. A little rhinoceros that resembles a pine cone. Critter enclosures glow and grow, so maybe you have to grow your critters. Then it can climb up to the perch. Oh, and it has little spaces to hold creatures that you grow. Interesting. I think I'll be posting each new piece separately and adding them to the thread like so that there's a spot to see each of them all together, but they don't get buried in the stack either. One of the most important designs of the whole project for me was Oka, our ocarina golem. I kept telling my teammates, we need weirdos, weird little guys, but everyone really understood once I came in Monday with Aka to pitch. He is a living clay ocarina with accordion arms. Here you see little pictures of ocarina animals. It's cute. Wind blows through him and makes music. The accordion arms, he's always accompanied by wind spirits. Got some wind chimes. Reanimated ocarina golem. Bard, spirit tamer, wise kind, speaks in music. Interesting idea. I do like the head. Like that looks like the one eye. You can tell that he's looking this way because of it. It's a good design there. An especially rewarding part of the process is layering the world building with deeper design work. Oka was our ambassador for musical crafting, as well as one of the last survivors of an ancient civilization. Musical props, carvings, and notations, and a collectible pet named Roka. And here you see a bunch of items that I guess were supposed to help you, what's the word? Craft? Wow, really was kind of going all out on this. Note length, light, drum, strings, a song cylinder. I wonder if that would have been like the, what you use for the blueprint for whatever you're making. Could be interesting. E, F, A, and here's the different notes. Very cool. That's how they notate the musical notes. Cute little critter. And this is Roka. You could rotate his face to make different expressions. That's cute. Here you have animation by Dave Huddleston, Rockstar anim lead from Crash 4, modeled by those names. And here you have the animation playing. I wonder if there's noise. Let's find out. No sound, but it's a really cute little animation. They trill at each other. That's cute. Monarch's Audio was our composer, and he wrote a lovely an evocative theme for Oka that played at his location. I love Chris's work, and the way music inspires and deepens emotional dimensions is one of my favorite aspects of game dev. I don't really want to play this in case it gets copyright struck, but maybe just a couple seconds. Not bad. Very interesting. And that looks like everything from our friend Nicholas here, unfortunately. This is Airborn Studios, who, as they said, worked as co-designers on this. Let's take a look at the images they made. Here you have a guy standing up on the wall, very Minecrafty. I probably wouldn't have liked playing it, but I don't like the block aesthetic myself. But it is very pretty. I will give it that. I do like these instruments. They're very sweet in their own way. Look at that. It's a bed harp. I like that. And there's Oka again. It says Ocarina Golem. His little wind spirit friend. Very cute. I will say it does look a little awkward on this end because here you think this might be his front, but this is actually his front because of the pointies, but maybe that's just me being dumb. There is another biome, I would guess. Looks like some kind of desert. Oh, that's cute. Buglin Underground. That must be a Buglin. Very colorful. Mage collections, so obviously furniture. Fawn herder outfit. I wonder if it works anything like that disguise that you supposedly get in Legend of Zelda. You know, when you give the monster parts to the guy in the hot air balloon and he gives you the masks that don't do anything. At least I never found they did. Back in 2021, I had the opportunity to work on Project Dragon that unfortunately got canceled. I participated in the overall visual development of the environment and world building at the early stage of the project. We'll share more stuff soon. Oh, looks like he might have worked on Kena Bridge of Spirits. That's actually a really good game. All right, in here you see some design. Cute little house with some fire. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Very Temple of... or actually... reminds me more of Indiana Jones and the Search for the Holy Grail. That's a very sweet little pond and fishing shack. So I will say, with this whole art dump of all this, it makes me wonder how many games that have been canceled that has some just amazing and cool artwork that we never get to see. Because that would really suck, you know, putting in all this years of work on this just to have it canceled. I mean, I know a lot of these people don't seem to us to care as much as they used to. But I know there are people out there who work on these and do deeply care for what they do. We may not see eye to eye on how to deal with these various issues to create a game, but so many of the artists who don't actually engage in the writing, environmental art and everything, it's harder to attack them because it's not like, well, they're not dealing with people. It's a lot easier to create something more neutral when you're not making a person, especially now. But what did you think of the aesthetic? I mean, I thought it looked cute. Realistically, it's probably a game I wouldn't have played. I can kind of understand why it got canceled, especially right now. All of these crafting survival games coming out. There's a huge glut in the market for them. they're fighting really hard for market space. Unless you are a Pal World or something similar, you're not going to have a whole lot of the market share. And Pal World has settled down now to, I think the last report I saw said something like 30,000 players on average a day, which isn't anything to sneeze at. That is actually a very large amount of players. But it doesn't leave a lot of room for other games. And when you're talking about a specific genre, there really are only so many people within that genre who will play. Now, because of the type of game it is, there's a lot of wiggle room in terms of how you skin the game. So, like, for this kind of game, one of my favorites still right now is Nightingale. And that's because I like the setting, I like the technology idea they have behind it. I like a lot about it. But it doesn't seem to be doing so hot in terms of other people who also like it. It might be just a little too niche. And I hope not. I hope as they improve with features and stuff, it finds a bigger audience so that when I have more time to play, I can still play it. That would be nice. I hope you guys have a great day, and let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments. Just finished recording and found some very kind person has actually used my Throne wish list and was sweet enough to send my kitties some catnip toy balls for extra cat energy. That's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Thanks to Trough, I now know that I am indeed stronger than the heart attack that I would have in the event somebody ever did this. I am, in fact, stronger than death. Thank you, Trough. I know my kitties are very much going to love this. In thanks, I figured I'd better show off my kitty cats. Here's a nice little group photo on their kitty tree. The brown tabby is Alex. The black one is Vincent Price. I just call him Vincent or Vinny. There's Vinny, awake and looking at us for once. He has a tendency. He loves that spot there on that cat tree. He will sleep there for hours when he's not escaping the house through the doggy door. And here's Alex just passed out being cuddled because that's what he likes to do. He's getting up there in age, but I'm pretty sure that he will still enjoy this. I know the cats will enjoy fighting each other, for sure. Again, thank you, Trough, so much. I deeply appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. If you really liked it, you can feel free to share it around, and I will catch you later.